himself a broken guy.
Now, his family members say they are stunned and heartbroken after Russell was identified as the airline employee who took off from the Seattle airport in that empty plane and then crashed it an hour later.
This is a complete shock to us. We are devastated by these events, and Jesus is truly the only one holding this family together right now. As the voice recordings show, Debo's intent was not to harm anyone. He was right in saying that there are so many people who have loved him.
We're learning more this morning about Russell's training on the ground there, where officials say he was authorized to tow planes to the gate, but they do not believe he had a pilot's license.
And now, as the criminal investigation begins, officials are working to recover the plane's data recorders and Russell's remains. Airport security experts point out numerous flaws in the system revealed by this incident. CNN correspondent Dan Simon is live in Steilacoom with an exclusive interview with one of Russell's former co-workers. The family is shocked and stunned and heartbroken. Did this co-worker see any potential signs?
Well, good morning, Christy and Victor. We are getting a clearer sense of what Richard Russell was like as a friend, as an employee, as a coworker, and some of what you're about to hear may surprise you. I can tell you that Jeremy Kalin worked alongside Russell for 8 solid months. They primarily handled the luggage there at the airport, and he says he got to know him well. He says this is somebody who had a lot of integrity, somebody who worked very hard, and somebody who had a great sense of humor. He is also not surprised that Russell was able to learn a few things about aviation given certain aspects of his job. Take a look. When you learned that it was your friend and former coworker, Richard Russell, who did this, what'd you think?
Shock. He was really just super nice, always laid back, but super nice, super funny. And he would always go out and help others with his flights that he wasn't even assigned to help out with. And when he was working with you on your flight, he would work as hard as he could.
You saw the home video of him doing those maneuvers.
Yes.
He seemed like, to a certain degree, he knew what he was doing as a pilot or behind the controls.
Yeah, well, you can learn how to fly with flight simulators if you buy them. You can literally just run them on your PC, Mac, whatever. But he was also, part of his job description on tow team was to operate some of the systems he was trained to do by Horizon Air, which is part of the tow team. And so essentially he just took that knowledge and then built off of it.
Now, Kalin says there is so much information out there, including YouTube instructional videos that teach people how to turn on aircraft and how to do basic maneuvers. So he is not surprised that somebody like Russell, who had access to aircraft, was able to do what he did. The key thing is access. And remember, he passed a security check. Now, of course, all this is being investigated by the FBI. They're going to be talking to friends and to coworkers, perhaps even Kalin himself. And, of course, the investigation is also centered about 10 minutes from where I'm standing at that island, where I can tell you dozens of investigators have been sifting through the debris. Victor and Christy, back to you.
All right, Dan Simon live for us this morning. Dan, thank you very much.